then we raise it up. Hands in the air like you trying to touch the ceiling. Champagne for everyone, tonight we got the feeling. Made it through the holidays, now we back to hustling. Family versus finance, getting tired of juggling. Ain't better than nobody, I just went and climbed the ladder. So hi buddies, haters, it just sound like chitter chatter. Staring at the calendar, tired of being amateur. Looking in the mirror, trying to face the biggest challenger. Life is crazy, ain't no telling when it all stops. Do it now, don't wait until the ball drops. Nothing is promised, don't nobody owe you nothing. December 31st, better go and get you something.
Yeah, it's a new day. It's a new chance for us to find our way. It's a new year. It's a new day. We're starting it over. Starting the day.
This year I'm thinking bigger than the money. I'm trying to get something that you can't take from me. Trying to stay clear of the haters and the dummies. Got you eating salad, trying to get rid of your tummy. And you ain't gotta wait to lose weight. It don't cost a thing to have faith. So I would like to propose a toast to everyone I knew at any point we were close. Love is love, still got you in my heart. You know how life goes, people drift apart. No hard feelings, everything in cycles. I'm living my life like I don't have any rivals. Last year brought a whole lot of challenges. Got a little wiser and we learning how to handle it. How to balance it, balancing is what life is. Trying to straighten up and finally give up the vices.
Yeah, it's a new day. It's a new chance for us to find our way. It's a new year. It's a new day. We're starting it over. Starting the day.
Yeah, I know it get hard out here sometimes and you feel like giving up, but if you woke up this morning, that means you got a chance and you need to do something with it. Licking shots in the air cause we made it. Waving shots in the air cause we faded. Life beat you down, got you a little jaded. Thought you found your soulmate, now you're separated. Rolling up your sleeves and making a resolution. Trying to buy a crib and hoping you get approving. This year I hope you get everything that you want. And look how far we come in a matter of 12 months.
Yeah, it's a new day. It's a new chance for us to find our way. It's a new year. It's a new day. We're starting it over. Starting the day.
That's right. We starting it over. We starting today. No excuses. We out here. Hey, 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 hey. Come on.
It's a new year. It's a new day. It's a new chance for us to find. Look out. Come on. What you like? A whole lot of what you like?
Woman Wednesday, June 21st, 2017. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. So I put up one of these mock drafts. I looked at several of them. And mock draft for the 2017 draft, man. I'm just going to run through like the top 10 and where these quote-unquote experts, analysts, feel like some of these guys are going to go. And the number 10 pick this year is by the Sacramento Kings, who always pick in the top 10, pretty much. Number 10, they got Luke Kennard, shooting guard out of Duke. Sacramento is going to take a point guard who can't shoot with the 5th pick. It makes sense to take somebody who can with the 10th. I'll get to the 5th pick here in a second. Kennard makes sense. 6'6" guard, was among college basketball's biggest breakout stars with a season average of 19.5 points and shooting 43.8% from the three-point range. I don't know about that kid. I mean, his production is there in the ACC. I never really thought that much of him, though. We'll see. Maybe he can come to the NBA and be like a J.J. Redick or whatever. Good size of 6'6", so they got him going at number 10. Number 9, the Dallas Mavericks taking Frantz Ntilikina, a point guard out of France. Don't know a damn thing about him. Number 8, this particular mock draft I'm looking at got the Knicks taking Dennis Smith, the point guard out of North Carolina State. If you've never seen this kid play, and I saw him play a couple times this year, man, 6'3", real good size, but explosive. Like, this ninja will jump out of the gym on you and dunk on your ass, man. He averaged 18.1 points per game, 6.2 assists, and 4.6 rebounds in one season of college basketball. So if you pair him up with Kristaps Porzingis, that's a nice little young team to get, move forward if you're a Knicks fan. But they're talking about trading Porzingis. Go figure. Number 7, Jonathan Isaac, small forward out of Florida State. Didn't see him a lot. He can play with Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. And now you got something going there pretty much. Zach LaVine and Ricky Rubio, those some nice pieces for this young Timberwolves team. Small forward, Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Number 6, Malik Monk, who pretty much is, most people would agree, the best shooting guard coming out of this draft. He shot 32.8% from three-point range this season. So he's got to work on that. He could provide a lot of athleticism with that. As being a combo guard, he made 39.7% of his three-point attempts while averaging a team-high 19.8 points for Kentucky this past year. Right ahead of him at number 5 is De'Aaron Fox, which the question about De'Aaron Fox is his shooting. Once again, as being a guy that has to work on his shooting touch, but aggressive, explosive, all of those things that I talked about a little bit earlier with the kid Dennis Smith. You can talk about De'Aaron Fox. There's been a lot of questions and conversation about him over the last couple of weeks, even getting drafted before Lonzo Ball with the Lakers at number 2. I don't think that's going to happen, but they're saying that maybe De'Aaron Fox goes to the Kings. And you got to remember, man, De'Aaron Fox made his money when he dominated in the tournament against Lonzo Ball. I mean, his name just shot up at the top of everybody's list with that dominant performance. But real slight cat, man. He's going to have to put on some weight. He's 6'4". He's explosive, though, man. But, I don't know. That dude is super, super skinny. He was doing the little car wash on ESPN a couple of days ago. Man, that dude is real light in the ass, as we used to say back in the day. But he's a beast now. He's a baller. At number 4, the Suns, Jason Tatum out of Duke, who I think is going to be a great player. I mean, this dude is every bit of 6'8", 6'9", averaged 16.8 points per game, 7.3 rebounds for Duke. Getting better defensively as well. So they got the Suns taking him at number 4. Number 3, Josh Jackson out of Kansas. We talked a lot about him already and his upside. Number 2, the Lakers taking Lonzo Ball, who I absolutely love. I've said it 1,000 times. I think this kid is the real deal. Time will tell. I'm on record for Lonzo Ball a lot over the last year and what I've seen. The very first time I saw this kid play, I said it before I heard anybody else say it. Damn, this ninja reminds me of Jason Kidd. Right. He reminds me of Jason Kidd. And actually, if you look at what Lonzo did in college, and I should have had this number in front of me, and I don't. If you look at Lonzo and his shooting in college, even though his shot is kind of, like I said yesterday, flicked looking or whatever, it's kind of unorthodox, his shooting is way better than Jason Kidd's shooting when he came out of Cal. Like, Jason Kidd grew into a very good shooter, worked on his three-point shooting as well. Jason Kidd's like one of the all-time leaders in three-point shooting. And when he first came into the NBA, Jason Kidd couldn't hit the backside of a barn as far as his shooting. And I can pull up those percentages here in a second. But this kid actually is a better shooter at this point in his career than Jason Kidd was. So I think that's going to work out. I think that's going to work out beautifully. If it's not, I know y'all let me know. And the number 1 pick, man, the 76ers, via a trade with the Celtics, man, they're saying they're going to take Markelle Fultz, the point guard out of Washington. I saw a little on the Puppet Factory on SportsCenter. They did one of the little the sports science things with Markelle Fultz and showing how quick this guy was and his athleticism and his ability to get to the rim and all of that stuff. They did these little tests with him or whatever. Kid looks explosive. I just don't know a lot about him. As I said a couple of days ago, I just don't know a lot about him. I hadn't seen him play really. All I've seen is highlights. Unlike some of these other guys, man, nobody paying attention to Washington basketball. They didn't have a great record this year. But this kid was every analyst out there, every expert out there. I haven't heard anybody say that Markelle Fultz shouldn't be the number 1 pick in the draft. So, I guess you gotta believe it. You gotta take it for what it's worth at this point. But time will tell. In the chat room on Spreaker.com, Thel Pay, he says football is a modern-day gladiator coliseum. If you survive to an old age, you will suffer from your past decisions and putting your body on the line for an establishment that chews you up and spits you out. Agree with that. For Big L X Squad, OJ, get out. He running straight to the colonizers again. Probably. That's all OJ know. From Rough Buff, he says OJ needs to donate his brain. OJ from Kaze says OJ coming out and leading the league in rushing next year. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. From Chucktown Frank, laughed my ass off. OJ head damn near 2 feet long. Yeah, that's not made up either. Next time I get my brother on this show, and I hadn't had him on in a while, I need to get him on. Next time I have my brother on this show, you ask him. Now, Ryan got a nice-sized head on him, too. Don't let nobody fool you. And that's what really brought my attention to it. Like, when he came in the studio, I says, damn, this dude's head is extremely gigantic. And then when he sat down, I looked over at my brother. I was like, big head. And then I looked at OJ. I was like, even bigger head. Looked at my brother, looked at OJ. Looked at my brother, looked at OJ. Because y'all know I always clown my brother about his big-ass head. And the little wrestling match that we had in the studio, that was one of the things that kind of brought on the argument and the scrap, is I mentioned something about his big-ass dome. And then when OJ came in studio, OJ dwarfed my brother's head. That's saying a lot. To make my brother's head look small, that is saying a lot. Now, I'm telling you, how I always talk about O.J. Simpson would be the headbutting contest champion of the world. My brother is the reigning headbutting contest champion winner of South Carolina. But, man, his head pales in comparison to the Juice's, man. I understand how the Juice can rush for over 2,000 yards in 12 games. The damn head is a battering ram, literally and figuratively. It's a lot of CTE up in that head. Hey, back in 3 minutes. Don't go away. God, Lord have mercy.
When I stop calling and you stop calling, will I reminisce over you, my goddess? When I stop calling and you stop calling, will I reminisce over you, my goddess? When I stop calling and you stop calling, will I reminisce over you, my goddess? When I stop calling and you stop calling. Contemplating as I move on, what the fuck went wrong between me and you? You were supposed to be my boo. We speaking different, eyes wide open, but we seeing different, something different. I did notice when your smile went missing, what's wrong? Don't even dance to our favorite song. So long since we romance, like when we were young. Even when I pull down your pants and I use my tongue on body parts, we still be miles apart. Mentally, I love you to death, and I mean that shit. Literally, remember when I took that bullet for you at the Krispy Kreme? Now that's true love, but now it's fucked up, cause something unexplainable that came in between us. I tried to rewind and pull myself myself together. But it's hard when my mood always change like the weather. And it's hard when all I wanna do is be with you. But the same thing that made you stay made you lead a dude. Like when I stopped calling and you stopped calling, will I reminisce over you, my God? It's when I stopped calling and you stopped calling, will I reminisce over you, my God? It's when I stopped calling and you stopped calling, will I reminisce over you, my God? It's when I stopped calling and you stopped calling.